WGAL News 8 begins with breaking news.
And we are continuing to follow a very active breaking news situation in Steelton, Dauphin County. The coroner was just called to the scene of a shooting with a standoff happening now just blocks away. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brian Roach.
And I'm Lori Burkholder. AJ Sisson joins us live near 2nd and Swatara Streets, just up the road from South 4th and Locust Streets with the latest on this. AJ, I understand you've been talking with neighbors in that area. What they have to say?
Yeah, Lori and Brian, there was one neighbor that I did speak with who says that there may be a connection between the shooting here on 4th and down here. This is unconfirmed information, but we are talking with neighbors around here who aren't saying a whole lot, but this is what we can show you at the moment. It is a police standoff here on 2nd Street and Elm Street. We're working to confirm information, exactly what's happening here. There's no official word whether there is a connection between this standoff and what happened on 4th and Locust Street. But I want to bring up video from that scene itself. We were there just about an hour ago. The mayor of Steelton confirmed it was a shooting. This is at Pine Street, Locust Street, and 4th Street in Steelton. The Dauphin County District Attorney confirms that one is dead, another is wounded, but he would not confirm the ages of those hurt. We saw a PSP helicopter flying overhead for about an hour, but this is what I've heard from people on the street. Neighbors say that there were 2 shot. A woman tells me her nephew was shot and killed. Another one is in the hospital. A woman identified herself to me as the grandmother of the male shot and killed. She says he was 26 years old and was going to the store to get his mother something when he was shot. We've seen numerous police agencies out here from Swatara Township, from Steelton, from Highspire. The coroner arrived on scene at 4th Street. That is just blocks away up there just before 4 o'clock. Like I said, we are still working to confirm lots of information. There's many question marks circulating on social media right now, but we are working to learn exactly what happened here. As soon as we do, we'll let you know both on air and online at WGAL.com. Brian, Lori?
AJ, this having an impact on dismissal for the Steelton Highspire students. What's you hearing from the district about that right now?
Yeah, so what we have heard is that the Steelton Highspire schools are on lockdown, according to a statement from the district on their website. That statement goes on to say that student dismissal will be delayed until we receive clearance from law enforcement. All students and staff are safe. We will notify you as soon as it is safe to begin dismissal. Officials say it's all out of an abundance of caution. The mayor saying that it is a walking district, many students in the area walk to and from school, saying that it's better to keep them where they are right now rather than them having walking in the streets. Back to you.
All right, AJ, of course, we'll continue to keep updated on this throughout the newscast. Thank you.
The Dauphin County coroner was called to the scene of an incident involving an Amtrak train and a pedestrian this morning. Amtrak officials say a person was trespassing on the tracks around 9 this morning in Lower Swatara Township, just outside of Harrisburg International Airport, when they came into contact with the train. No one on the train was hurt. The passengers were transferred to another train. We do not yet know the identity of the person involved.
New tonight, a Lancaster County man at the center of a viral incident involving the Manheim Township Chief of Police, where the chief was seen pulling a gun on him, is now facing new charges for a separate incident. We first told you about this back in May, where Benny Pena Rivera was pursued by former police chief Dwayne Fisher and cornered in a parking lot. That's when Fisher pulled out his weapon. Now, though, he's accused of fleeing Manheim Township police officers when they tried to pull him over on his motorcycle for not using a turn signal. Police say he eventually came back around towards them and drove towards a patrol car head on. Officers say they recognized him and continued to pursue him, eventually taking him into custody after he tried to run. He now faces a slew of new charges. For the first incident in May, Fisher was fired after a use of force investigation.
In just under an hour from now, York City Council members will take up whether to institute a network of community surveillance cameras currently being proposed.
And News 8 has live team coverage of the new proposal in York and also how Lancaster City has been doing this for the better part of the last 2 decades. Let's begin with Morrissey Walsh with how York City residents are reacting tonight. Morrissey?
Lori, this proposal is from the nonprofit York SafeNet, and their idea is to have 140 cameras placed around York on city poles like these aimed at deterring crime. Now, I talked to some community members downtown today who had some mixed feelings about this proposal.
I think it's a great idea. It helped the community a lot.
The cameras would operate separately from the city and the police department. The nonprofit has a board of 7 community leaders, and agencies like YCPD would need to request the footage from York SafeNet to gain access. Some say they are in support of the system.
It would certainly serve as a deterrent for crime if people knew, I mean, that's all that cameras.
The York branch of the NAACP made a statement against this proposal, saying it raises significant concerns regarding civil rights protections, racial equality, data privacy, and democratic accountability. They say York already has the Night Watch camera system and the GVI program and could benefit from more community-centered strategies instead. And Police Commissioner Muldrow said he's calling for anyone concerned about violence in the city to come to the City Council meeting tonight. It's happening right here at City Hall at 6 o'clock. Live in New York, I'm Marcy Walsh, WGAL News 8.